this was how I started my day by 5:53 a.m. to 10:22 a.m. As I woke up this morning, my whole body was paining me as if trailer literally jammed me. I actually noticed this pain when I was ironing this green up and down on the table in the midnight before I left it to go and sleep. I am surprised to still wake up to the pain this morning. Regardless the pain, baby girl has to continue with her ironing because I don't know there will still be light by the time I woke up. I finished ironing one person's clothes by 5:52 a.m. before I continue ironing the second person's clothes. I have to take a break and drink some water at this point because cold water is always the thing that used to keep me going in this job. I woke up by 2 minutes past 7 a.m. I have to give him a little attention before I continue working. My ironing water finished at this point. I quickly rushed into the bedroom and fill up the water. And continue with my ironing, but when I wanted to iron this white polo, I discovered there is a visible stain on it. I kept it aside for a washing. At this point, Samana came to tell me that he hit his mouth on the floor. I have to pause my work and pacify him, and before I could finish doing that, NEPA seized I still used the hot iron to finish ironing this last polo for the last person's clothes because he will be picking it up today. I proceeded to the kitchen and measured out my 5 cups of beans. I started washing it by 7:46 a.m. I finished washing and raising it into the bucket I was using blending then it. Then peel and wash the onions and imported by 1 minute past 8 a.m. 500 to buy paper and the pot and 500 for blending while I gave it to my niece to go and blend. Then I soaked the white I saw extra stain earlier and set aside. Then I bettered Samana and Zikora and dressed the both of them Then up. I went back into the bedroom and washed out the white I soaked earlier. Raised it and set aside while I brushed my mouth and take my bed. I proceeded to dress up, and after dressing up, I have to call my niece to find out why she have not come back yet. She was literally telling me the story that touches the heart, and that really made me angry. And I give Samana and Zikora a biscuit to hold body because they were already crying for food. I quickly hanged our own clothes on the rope and told Samana to go and buy cane for me because these children matter done too much for this holiday. Especially my girl child Zikora and Chidima. I finished hanging Samana and Zikora clothes and went to check if my niece was already coming in front of the gate, but I did not see any sign of her. At this point, I was already very hungry and angry at the same time. She finally came back when I was importing these clothes inside nylon. I started cooking by 9:37 a.m. I scoop out the beans I'll be using to make akara from the moi moi own and imported seasoning cubes, salt, onions, and oil in them. I mixed the both beans and set aside to be marinated while I imported hot water from moi moi and fire. Before I finished importing my moi moi into nylon, the hot water was already boiling. So I imported my moi moi in it and covered to be cooking while I started frying my akara. The first set of akaras finished frying, so I exported it and imported the last one. While that one was frying, I quickly exported my custard and turned it. The last akara was done, so I unfired it and fired the hot water for custard. I quickly flipped the moi moi and deported the hot water for the custard and imported the moi moi there while I quickly make my custard, imported sugar and milk. Now our breakfast is finally ready by 10:20 a.m. We proceeded to go and eat and forgot that we had moi moi on fire and the whole thing almost burned to ashes. Thank God to Samana who came to the kitchen and discovered this. Now if you watch to this point, drop me a heart and thank you so much for watching and God bless you.
Amen.